Hey guys, it's Jean-Claude, and today we are going to open up Viceroy Jaga Call, Might Flag of the Watcher's Swamp. Well, we're going to have to save you for another day. Dish, Shadows, and Logos, all great houses. Let's see what this thing has. Alright, so we are starting off with Shadows. Oh my gosh, it's one of the best finishing blows you can have. It has an Amber Pip, and it was enhanced with a Damage Pip. Destroy a damaged creature. If you do, steal an Amber. Very nice. That Damage Pip allows you to destroy any creature you like, as long as it's not warded. Lights Out, Amber Heavy Plate with a Damage Pip. Return 2 enemy creatures to their owner's hands. A regular Lights Out, cool. Bone Rot Venom, it's an upgrade, Amber Heavy Plate. Enhanced by a Draw Pip. After this creature is used, deal 2 damage to it. Shoulder Id, 6 power taunt. Cannot fight. If it would deal damage, steal 1 Amber instead. Seeker Needle, it's an artifact action. Deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, gain an Amber. Rad Penny, 1 power, play, steal an Amber, destroyed, shuffle it into your deck. Opportunist, it's an upgrade, Amber Heavy Plate. This creature gains elusive. Play, this creature captures an Amber from its opponent. A second Opportunist. Nexus, 3 power elusive. Reap, use an enemy artifact as if it were yours. Look over there, deal 2 damage to a creature. If it is not destroyed, steal an Amber. Gamgee, 2 power elusive, Reap. If your opponent has more Amber than you, you get to steal 1. Now we're on to Logos. It's Sacrobot, 5 power, 2 armor, Reap. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. Mutagenic Serum, it's an artifact, Amber Heavy Plate. Omni, destroy it. You may use friendly mutant creatures this turn. Okay, it already feels like we have more mutants than we did the last time. So please at least let this be a usable card in this deck compared to the very last deck we opened. Cronus, 3 power, enhanced 2 draw pips. After you resolve a draw bonus icon, you may archive a card. Fun card. Bouncing Death Quark. Destroy an enemy creature and a friendly creature. You may repeat this effect as many times as you like, as long as it's possible to repeat the entire effect. Another one of those. Titan Engineer, 6 power, while it's not on a flank, keys cost +1 Amber. Opposition Research, enhanced the damage pip. Enemy creatures cannot reap during your opponent's next turn. Another one of those. Don't like to see those in multiples. Munchling, 3 power, Skirmish. Fight, you may discard a Logos card from your hand or archives. If you do, you gain an Amber. Lethologica, Amber Heavy Plate. Discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a Logos card or run out of cards. If you discard a Logos card this way, put it into your hand. Infomore, 4 power, enhanced 2 draw pips. Ooh, Auto Encoder, it's an artifact. After a card is discarded from your hand, archive the top card of your deck. Well, we did have the Munchling. I want to say that's the only one that was getting it potentially out of our hands, but still fun to see. Now we're on to Dis. It's Dino Fiend, 4 power. Play, you may exalt it. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature. Destroyed, steal an Amber. Dance of Doom. Choose a number. Destroy each creature with power equal to that number. Pain Reaction. Amber Pip and a Draw Pip. Deal 2 damage to an enemy creature. If this damage destroys that creature, deal 2 damage to each of that creature's neighbors. Waking Nightmare. Amber Pip, enhance the Capture Pip. Keys cost +1 Amber for each Dis creature in play during your opponent's next turn. Stirring Grave. Amber Heavy Plate. Archive a card from your discard pile. Another Stirring Grave. Wow, this one was enhanced with a Damage Pip and a Draw Pip. Very cool. Cinder, 6 power, Taunt. Reap, destroy a friendly creature. Oh, another Cinder? Of course. Oh, 3 Cinders. They're great fighters thanks to the armor. The Taunt is excellent as well, but wow. Don't want to have to rely on those for reaping. Dark Minion, 1 power, enhance the damage pip. Destroyed, deal 1 damage to each enemy creature. And, oh, not the final card. I did that last time as well. Brabble with a Capture Pip. 2 power, destroyed. Your opponent loses Amber. If it is not your turn, your opponent loses 3 Amber instead. I just realized this is a great target for putting Captured Amber on. Very nice. And the final card of the deck is a Bonesaw with a Draw Pip. 5 power. If a friendly creature is destroyed this turn, Bonesaw enters play ready. Well, thanks to those Cinders, I love the odds of Bonesaw coming into play ready. Of course, knowing my odds, I will have Bonesaw out before any of the Cinders come out. Alright, so let's look for our Amber Pips. Okay, kind of lighten Logos. It's not just Amber Pips, sorry. It's reliable Amber that I'm pulling up. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15 is an okay number. Let's bring up our Amber control now. Got the steal there. Okay, got the captures. You know what? I missed that in the last video I did with Opportunist. I did not pull it up with the Amber control. Would have helped it out a decent amount. Waking Nightmare is cool. Brabble, thanks to the capture pip. Yes, stealing an amber. And how much are we really going to have in Logos? I guess the opposite of research is, we'll call those maybe half each. Let's see, no. Gamgee, okay, possibly. And the shoulder id. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different cards providing amber control. Okay, pretty nice. That's a third of the deck. Now let's bring up the creatures. Feel like we had a decent amount. Gosh, you know, I wasn't even quite looking at that. Stirring Graves, good chance those are going to be creatures. Okay, yeah, that seems like a pretty good number. So we have 1, 5, 10, 15, 18. And that did include the 2 Stirring Graves, so not sure just how reliable that is. So the first thing I want to talk about this deck, and I mentioned a little bit earlier, let's get that Brabble up. Here we go. So I love the fact that this has a capture pip attached to it. It means that essentially our opponent will always lose that capture pip if they have to destroy this guy. And guess what? We're never going to destroy this on our turn. We're going to force our opponent to have to get rid of it. So why do I like that? Well, they don't necessarily want to destroy that and lose that amber, right? So this is a perfect target for these opportunities. Easily get 3 amber on the Brabble. They will never see that 3 amber again unless they have some sort of trick that like pulls it off to the creature, something like a Chant of Hubris. So I like that quite a bit. There was a good amount of draw pips in here. I guess we could kind of look at that, see what sort of movement this deck has. Is it going to be a faster deck? Let's see. I doubt it, but it should be okay at it. The Stirring Grave is going to help as well, kind of getting you an additional card on a turn. So we will throw that up as well. Let's see here. Okay, there's a draw pip. Should have at least 4 of those draw pips in here. Autoencoder can probably speed the deck up a little bit as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I feel like we might have missed one, but at least 8 cards to kind of help, we'll call it cycle the deck, you know, move through it a little bit quicker. Okay, just like our last deck, it has some pretty good control. Great ways to return creatures to our opponent's hand. The 2 lights out, always a welcome addition. I've missed this card since Coda. I'm very happy to see it come back. Had the Pain Reaction. You got the reusable Seeker Needle in the back, which is great with Rad Penny. Powerhouse Fighters here in the Cinders, 3 of those. Dark Minion can kind of spread some damage around as well. Decent amount of damage pips, and we also had the 2 Bouncing Death Quarks, Dance of the Many. Finishing Blow, yeah, look over there. There's just a lot of great ways to deal with our opponent's board. So this is a pretty good deck for countering an opposing board deck. No artifact control. The amber control was nice, but the amber count has been, well, you know, here's what's funny. An amber count of 15 is good, do not get me wrong, but it feels like with these Mass Mutation decks, that average has been slowly going up. Therefore, 15 isn't as good as it used to be. This is very much a typical deck, no real super powerful combos or crazy gimmicks. Should be fun to play, like, for example, like these Stirring Graves, we have 2 of these in here. Normally you have a super abusive creature you always want to bring back. I mean, even something as simple as like a Daughter constantly coming back gives you some more card advantage, helps you move along. We had no card like that I say I want to constantly return or have ready. I mean, really, these creatures just aren't that big of a threat as far as like reaping or really helping us win the game. I guess it's okay to bring back a Brabble if they get rid of it. Titan Engineer could be good as well. But yeah, overall, the creatures are kind of bland, I guess I would say. Yeah, so good actions, good creatures, nothing super insane in this. Okay, so the rating for this deck, it's going to be lower. It's not going to be super low, though. Had a lot of good things, but I feel like we've had a lot of decks lately that have a lot of good things. So whenever you start to see that, it starts to move the scale, right? So you actually need something that is beyond what we typically used to see to now get into the higher categories. Does that make much sense? I hope it does. So the rating for this deck, it's certainly better than a C. It's nowhere near an A. I'm going to say this is a real solid example of a B- deck. Alright guys, well I am trying to decide how I want to handle this Might Flag deck. I probably will not open it next. I might save it for whenever we start opening future decks, and you guys can continue to play this game, letting me know which deck you want me to open up. Therefore, the very next video we're going to open up a brand new box, and we're going to start in with the patron openings. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time.